I'm Ryan Powers, and this is my book I read, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave. And what this book is about is it's an autobiography written by Frederick Douglass about his life as a slave and his determination to be free. The book talks about his early life born into slavery in Maryland and being separated from his mother as a baby, and he never knew his father. There's talk about it being his slave owner was his father, but it was never confirmed. And then he was sent to a plantation in Baltimore where he learned how to read and write, and it helped him fueled his desire to be free. And talks about how brutal the slave owners were, and how it caused him not only physical pain but emotional pain, and it just it really gave him a lot of determination to be free. And the book just progresses into eventually he escapes disguising himself as a sailor, and he got fake protection papers from a free black sailor, and he eventually escapes. But he doesn't say every detail on how he escaped, because he didn't want someone the slave owners to catch on, because this was written when he was still alive. What I like about this book is, my favorite part is the little notes on almost every page. On the bottom there's little notes, you can see right there. There's asterisks next to words that are might be confusing to someone, or they might not know, and it's little definitions of words. So on page 70 it says corn brooms with little asterisks, and on the bottom of the page it says brooms made from the long stems of corn plants. So it just has a little definition, and it's really helpful for me. As I'm reading, I'll see something, I'm what is that? And then at the bottom of the page it'll show me. And it's not only definitions. On page 4 it says biblical reference, and so if you read the thing, it says created but a little lower than the angels. And then it has a reference from the Bible, and it shows that it recognizes that. It's pretty cool. And yeah, it's just my favorite part. It's just really helpful, especially just throughout the book. It just does it the whole time. Almost every page has it, which I think is really cool. One thing I learned about this book was just how unfair slavery was. I knew a lot about it, but after reading this book, it really just added to that. And after he learned how to read, he kind of realized how bad of a condition he was in, and the conditions he was in, how awful it was, and how bad slavery was. On page 45 he says, I would at times feel like learning to read had been a curse rather than a blessing. It had given me a view on my wretched condition without remedy. And I feel this just made him feel worse about his situation, but it really did give him more determination to just keep going, and to eventually be free. And yeah, one strong move Frederick Douglass made while writing this was using his own personal experiences to really show how bad slavery was. And I'm sure that was really hard for him, because of the mental and physical trauma of being a slave, and he just did it anyways, just to show how bad it was, and spread awareness for the future. And I think that was just a really, really bold move by Frederick Douglass. And that's my book.